I'm trying to cross-cut a piece of wood that is too thick for the saw, and I'm just gonna do 2 cuts here. The second cut, I just turn the board over. Once again, push it up against the same stop, clean against the fence. So the result when I use this approach is wonderful. It's, you know, this is just very clean. Running my finger across it, I feel basically nothing in terms of a ridge there. This is the result I expect. Works great. But the reason this works is because the other end is just really flat. And so I don't have to worry about whether the contact with the stop is the same in both orientations. It is. Now, what would happen if I needed to do this without that benefit? What if I needed to square an end, but I didn't have a square end to push against the stop? So I'm going to remove the stop, and I'm just going to stick this here in the saw kerf again, and I'm going to do the same cut. So I've cut off part of this board here, but here's what I want to do. To align for the other half of the cut after I turn the board over, it seems like I should be able to use a universal setup block. The universal setup block and the edge of the saw kerf and the left side of the blade and the piece I just cut should all be the same thing. It seems to me I should get the same result I got the other way. But I don't. Very consistently, I end up with a ridge here. I've tried it a number of different ways. I have double checked. I can't find an explanation for why this ridge is always here. So I've got to be thinking of it incorrectly somehow. I'm missing something because the result is too consistent to be a fluke. I'm probably just being silly trying to measure the height of this ridge with a digital caliper because I can take the measurement 5 times and get 5 rather different answers based on how I'm doing the measurement. However, I can report that they're all in the ballpark of 1/4 to 1/2 of a millimeter. And the reason I report that number is to basically observe that the kerf width of my saw is 1.8 millimeters. And so the height of the ridge is not in the ballpark of the kerf width of the saw, and it is not in the ballpark of half the kerf width of the saw. If for some reason I was off by half of a kerf width, it's something else. Anyway, I wish I could end this video with the answer, but I haven't found one yet. Like I said, it's a mystery. That's actually the only reason I find it interesting is because I can't figure it out. In practical terms, when I ran into this problem, I did the obvious thing and I just took the board over to my sliding compound miter saw and I did the cut there. But the fact that I can't get it to work the way I thought it would here just has my curiosity piqued.